So I've just released these chicks. I want to see how the bigger chickens these will behave towards these chickens. So I've just released them. I want to see how the behavior will be. But these are now making a lot of noise, crying for this because they are used to see them in that other room. So now they feel like they are lonely. They need those to be here and they are seeing them down here. So I've just released them. Just want to see how these bigger ones will behave towards them. So these smaller ones are now crying. They also want to come out. Look, look at this one. It wants to jump. It's looking for a way to come out so that it can find its way here. But I just want to see. I'm looking at the behavior of this other chicken, the bigger chicken, how it's behaving. Look at that. It's just scaring them. I'm sure it's because it's the first time, so it's trying to maintain territory. This bigger guy. And I have my dog here. He's always happy to see small chickens. So look at that. He's trying to maintain territory. And check, he just leaves now and he goes the other way around because he knows like they're scared of him now, so he's leaving territory. This is how now just want to see the way the behavior will be. I always don't like the idea of keeping small chickens with bigger chickens in the same route. Can you hear the sound of these smaller chickens because they feel lonely? You hear the sound? Because they are used to seeing the bigger guys around here. Now they feel lonely because they're no longer seeing the bigger guys. But anyway, I'll push them back again. I need to put them back into the same territory. So that's the way the chickens are behaving. Being the first time them being outside here, it seems like they are really happy. See this normal behavior of chickens are performing in the in the soil. Yeah, sand bathing. You look at that. A busy sand bathing. Hey Morris, stop it. That's my dog there. So these are busy sand bathing there. I see the behavior is kind of different. Look, these are just here. They just say, oh, maintain your small territory over there, but don't try to come here. But if you try to mess around and think you are rude in here, we're not allowing that. That's why this chicken is busy chasing them on the camp. But I'll be gradually doing this like regularly. I release the chickens so that they get used. These elder ones get used to say, oh, we have these smaller ones around here. So because you see that one, they're just there. They are minding their own business. These now are trying to enjoy this space. So I'll leave them at least for even I think an hour so that they can spend their time here. But these will start getting used slowly, slowly, so that the moment I'll be releasing them like completely, there won't be any problem because they are now used with the bigger ones. Because these bigger ones needs to get used with these smaller ones. In that way, we are free to go without any problem. So that the time I'm releasing them completely, they are aware of the territory. They know how to behave around here. So we'll just take a look and see how these will perform. They'll come inside and scare them again, just like the way you saw it there. I think those have now maintained. They are no longer giving us the sound of feeling lonely. You know how chickens they cry when they see like the mother is not there, or maybe the other bigger chickens are there. That's the sound they are giving us. But now it seems like they're like, oh, we can barely survive alone because they're just easy eating. So these are some buffing around here. Being the first time outside, actually I didn't expect like these odd ones to be able to allow these smaller chickens to like spend some time here. I thought they'll give them some hard times, but I'm surprised. Look, these are just here. These are just here and then they're just here. Maybe after some time they'll try to behave a certain way. But as an introduction, seeing them like smaller ones are here and they are not really that much of aggression. Maybe because there are too many, so they can't manage to keep on chasing this one, they chase the other one. And the dog is busy, he wants to play around with the chicken. This dog, most of the time the only time I know like chicks are born is the way this dog behaves. Because he usually comes around in this spot to see how the chickens are crying. Because when he hears the sounds of the chicks, he's always around here. He likes smaller chickens more than bigger chickens. With the bigger chickens, he's always having a problem because the rooster always beats it. So you see, the rooster now is trying to come and see territory. How territory is behaving. So he's over there, he wants to see. So they have picked something, so now he will try to get it from them. So look, trying to come to get it. There's something they've picked which is I feel like it's something they can eat, but it's something they cannot eat. This is what they've picked. So now the bigger rooster is trying to check what are you guys eating that needs to be eaten by my girls here, and you smaller guys are busy with that, trying to pick it from them. So guys, these are the chickens, our smaller chickens, which are 2 months old. These are 2 months old chickens. These are pure local chickens. Pure local chickens. Uh, and this is how they have grown. So now let's see. Trying to go again and try to see if territory is maintained. Because he's a bigger boss. He's the father of all these chicks that you are seeing here. I think not all of them, but the black ones, I think they came out from other chicken that we killed because we had a lot of fight between this chicken and the other rooster. We decided like we release the other one so that there's no fighting around here. So now, so let's see who goes here. So you see, it's not that bad because you know how chickens are. They always want to maintain territory. Look now, just checking around and see. So this is how chickens behave because they want to maintain territory. Always want to do that. But I expected that other one, this one, to behave badly towards this because that chicken, sometimes the way it behaves, you might not like it. The way it behaved towards that other chicken, the chicken which is over here, wasn't good at all. But I'm surprised, like not even that bad. I'm sure. So let's. What I will try to do here is let me try to give her food to that the feed. Yeah. Let me just try to get the feed. It's just right beside me. Then I want us to see how they will behave. Hopefully those will come to see if they can have some feed. Let's try to get let me just get a smaller portion. So just for trying sake, I'll just get this size. Yeah, this size. Just for the sake of trying to see how the chicken will behave. So you see, it's trying to maintain territory. Now this other chicken is now that one. These are not aware. So let's try to put just down a little bit here. Let's see now. Okay, you see that? So let's try again. One more because we are trying to maintain a friendly environment for them. So let's see. So they cannot allow these smaller ones. That's where I usually have a problem with chickens when I'm introducing to the other ones. So because of these new chickens, I need to make sure I put another feeder around here. Mbururuk.